Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of December 12, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. West Group of Forces. This group strengthened their tactical positions and effectively countered Ukrainian forces across several brigades and multiple locations, including Vyregnia and Kupiansk. They also repelled multiple Ukrainian counterattacks, resulting in significant Ukrainian casualties and the loss of military hardware, including tanks and howitzers.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, the podcast that brings you exclusive insights into global military operations. I'm your host, and today we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye to discuss the progress of the special military operation as of December 12, 2024. Thank you for being here, Colonel.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to share the latest updates from the operation.
Let's start with the North Group of Forces. What has been their focus in the Kharkiv region?
In the Kharkiv direction, the North Group successfully defeated formations of the Ukrainian Territorial Defense Brigade in the Volchansk area. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 65 servicemen and an armored combat vehicle.
How do these outcomes impact the overall strategy in this region?
These operations weaken the Ukrainian defensive network in the Kharkiv region, allowing us to maintain pressure on their forces and secure strategic positions.
Moving on to the West Group, what's the situation there?
The West Group improved its tactical positioning, engaging Ukrainian tank, mechanized, and airmobile brigades in areas such as Vyregnia, Kupiansk, and Serebryanskoye forestry. They repelled 7 counterattacks, resulting in Ukrainian losses of 410 servicemen, a tank, several artillery pieces, and an ammunition depot.
The repelling of counterattacks seems significant. How does this bolster your operations?
Successfully repelling counterattacks preserves our gains and prevents the enemy from regaining control over critical areas, ensuring our continued operational momentum.
What's the latest from the Southern Group of Forces?
The Southern Group continued their advance, targeting Ukrainian mechanized and motorized infantry brigades in areas like Chasov Yar and Kurakovo. These actions resulted in Ukrainian losses of 295 servicemen, armored combat vehicles, and a pickup truck.
Are these advancements paving the way for larger strategic objectives?
Absolutely. Yes. These operations are systematically dismantling the enemy's defensive layers, enabling deeper incursions into key territories.
The Center Group seems to have been quite active. What updates do you have?
The Center Group liberated the settlement of Zaria and repelled 9 Ukrainian counterattacks. They inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian mechanized, Ranger, and Marine brigades in areas such as Dzержinsk and Shcherbanovka. The Ukrainian armed forces suffered 390 casualties and lost key assets, including a Polish-made 155mm Kraft self-propelled artillery unit.
How critical was the liberation of Zaria?
Liberating Zaria consolidates our control in the region and disrupts the enemy's ability to regroup and counterattack effectively.
What progress has the East Group achieved along the front line?
The East Group improved their positions, defeating Ukrainian mechanized and territorial defense brigades in areas like Velika Novosayolka and Komar. They repelled 3 counterattacks and inflicted losses, including 150 Ukrainian servicemen and advanced artillery systems like the 155mm Bogdana.
Are these gains reshaping the front lines?
Yes, these gains are expanding our control over contested areas and weakening the enemy's capacity to hold key defensive positions.
What are the latest developments from the DNEPR Group of Forces?
The Dnipro Group inflicted losses on Ukrainian territorial defense brigades in Mykolivka and Nikolskoye in the Kherson region. The enemy lost 35 servicemen, vehicles, and an electronic warfare station.
How does this affect the broader conflict in the Kherson region?
These operations ensure that Ukrainian forces cannot stabilize their defenses, keeping them under continuous pressure.
What's the latest update from the Kursk region?
In the Kursk region, the North Group liberated the settlement of Novoivanovka and inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian forces, including 3 mechanized, heavy mechanized, and tank brigades. Over 200 Ukrainian servicemen were neutralized in the past 24 hours alone. This strengthens our hold in the region and demonstrates our ability to repel attempted incursions effectively.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for having me. As of December 12, 2024, Palestinian medical officials say Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 28 people in the Gaza Strip, including 7 children and a woman, just hours after the UN General Assembly overwhelmingly approved a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. One of the strikes overnight and into Thursday flattened a house in the densely populated Nuseirat refugee camp, according to the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in the nearby city of Deir al-Balah, where the casualties were taken. 2 other strikes killed 15 men who were part of local committees established to secure aid convoys. The committees were set up by displaced Palestinians in coordination with the Hamas-run Interior Ministry.